Change of plans. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So suddenly I'm sitting at the Walmart in Silver City, New Mexico. Why, you might ask? Why am I no longer at the Cosmic Campground in up near Glenwood, New Mexico? Well, the weather forecast is calling for 3 days in a row of rain and snow and a low of 17 degrees. So we decided to move on to better weather. Oh, there's a Big Bird back there in the mirror. She's in the Walmart right now. I didn't need anything, so I'm just waiting. We're going to go and find some BLM land south of here, somewhere between Silver City and the I-10, I think. We got to find something that's not 17 degrees and snowy. So I'll check in when we find something. Oh my gosh, we just cannot catch a break. Our campsite's about 3 miles ahead on the right. But you see that dust storm coming? The wind's blowing, I'd say about 35 miles per hour. And there's a huge dust cloud right over there. Let me zoom in. Right there, and that's where we're supposed to camp. Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to stay there. So I bet the wind is really loud because it's just, I'm in a headwind. And it's just trying its best to get around the window sills and everything. Yeah, it looks like 2 miles ahead is our turnoff, and that's going to put us right in the middle of the dust storm. Unbelievable. Okay, I'll voice over this part because the wind is so strong. We pulled over here anyway, and it looks like the dust storm might miss us. I don't know. It might end up just overtaking us here at any moment. But I don't really like this area. I guess it'll do for the night. It's really nothing to look at. It's a little bit of a mountain range over this way. And we just stayed here on the hard pack. There's a little dirt road like 50 yards away from us. So we didn't go really far back because no need in going so far back when don't even know if we're going to stay here or not. But the good news is it's much warmer here. It's just the wind is blowing about 35 miles per hour. Let me back up here. I'll give you another shot of the dust cloud. Yeah, I think it's just going to miss us. Seems like the wind is blowing from the south or maybe a little bit from the southwest. I just checked the radar. It looks like a lot of rain's coming, but it might stay just west of us. Okay, I got to take you over here and show you one other thing I don't like about this area. This place is full of rats. Not mice, but big fat rats. I don't know what you call them, maybe kangaroo rats, but see how large the hole is here? That's how fat the rat is. I've seen these before. They're out on that BLM land near Buckeye. They're fuzzy little, cute little rats, really. They got fuzzy little tails, look almost like a little squirrel. But I don't know what kind of damage they could do to the van if they got up under the hood and started chewing on stuff. So I'll put out my mouse prevention devices tonight. They're ultrasonic and they also flash a light. And there's the dust. Before I grabbed the camera, there were a couple of little dust tornadoes out here. But that's the first band of rain clouds coming in. But so far, no raindrops. I'm hoping this soil doesn't turn to slick mud like the consistency of peanut butter. I guess we'll find that out. So I guess we'll stay put tonight. The sun will be setting soon anyway. But I definitely want to move on tomorrow. I just don't want to stay here over one night. But at least we found a place to pull over for the night. So look on the bright side. We're not driving around after dark looking for a place. So I just checked the weather radar and it looks like the storm goes all the way from the Mexican border, all the way up through Phoenix, all the way up to Flagstaff, and it's drifting slowly to the east and the north. So we might just be on the tail end of the southern part of it, so we might get a little bit of rain here, but mostly just wind. And the temperatures are not going to be that bad. The low temp for the night is going to be just above freezing, but the wind is going to be howling all night long. So I'm really disappointed we had to leave the Cosmic Campground, but I didn't want to be stuck in the van for 3 days in a row due to snow and ice and rain. And another thing is, the older I get, the less I want to be cold. I guess a lot of people are like that. I mean, why do you think all the old people moved to Florida? It's just our old joints can't take the cold anymore. Oh, it's cold. Wake up, chili pup. Very chilly. So we had a Class C pull up next to us last night during the storm. But that's cool. I mean, it's public, so, you know, whatever. Check out all the snow that happened last night. See all the dust of snow on the mountain there? It's currently 32 degrees, and the wind's blowing, and I'm cold, and we're cranking up, and we're moving on. I think we're gonna go into Lordsburg first, which is on the I-10, and then we'll figure out where we're going from there. This is where it gets a little wonky. I'm supposed to be making my way back to Georgia. I should be heading east, but we've actually turned west. We're back in Arizona. We're down here at Indian Bread Rocks, and this is a really cool place. I've never been here before, so that's good that I'm seeing something new, but we had to come this way. It's the only place we could come to where it wasn't snowy and below freezing. So, sometimes you got to make adjustments, and you got to do it quick. So yeah, this is something new for me, and I needed to explore new places. We found a campsite. I was getting a little worried. As we pulled in, there was just campers everywhere, but we just kept on coming on toward the back and found this spot. It's not very level, but hey, it's free, it's beautiful, and we'll make it work. It's going to be cold and windy tonight and cold and windy tomorrow. But if we can just get through the next 2 days, the weather changes for the better. Now, if you come here, you better be stocked up with water and food and all the supplies you're going to need, because it's about a 45-minute, maybe an hour drive to the closest grocery store. But if you want seclusion, you're going to like it. Now, up near the entrance, there's a parking lot and an outhouse, and the campers are really close together. But if you come on back, it's good. If it's not too windy tomorrow, I'd like to have a fire. There's a log laying on the ground. I could chop that up. We got a fire pit. But I'm not going to get my hopes up, because the forecast is calling for 20-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow, and that means gusts of 30. Let me zoom in here. Now, right there at the foot of the hill, that's where the parking lot is, and I think it's a trailhead. And you can hike all up through here. This is really pretty. And there's snow on that mountaintop in the back there. A little dusting of snow. Okay, I'm going to get set up and I'll check in the morning. Okay, it's about 10 o'clock the next morning. It took me until 9:30 before it was warm enough before I could even get out of the bed. Another cold, windy morning here in southeast Arizona. It rained most of the night. Looks like that band of clouds is moving on out though. So yeah, this is Indian Bread Rocks. Oh, they're shining. They're shining because they're wet. It's sprinkling on me right now. All right, so let's see. This is westward here. G hadn't got up yet. I guess it's too cold. It is very cold. I have finally decided that I am officially old, because I used to always say I'd rather be a little cold than too warm. I hear a jet plane going over. Sorry, I was distracted. But I just can't take cold anymore. I mean, I was shivering so bad this morning. I was trying to make coffee, and I was just shivering, and I couldn't hardly pour the hot water. And I looked at the thermometer in my van, and it was 47 degrees. That's not really cold, but I was acting like it was 20 degrees. Oh, here comes the wind. Oh, that is so cold. That is so cold. It's going to be a high of 53 today, so not terrible. But when the wind blows, you know, it makes it feel much colder. Well, this kind of sucks. I'm back in the van because of the wind, but we do have a little sun trying to peek through. But I checked the forecast, and it looks like more clouds are coming in and more wind. Well, I'm not completely stuck in the van today, but I'm gonna have to be retreating to the van on and off. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for better weather tomorrow. Well, let's wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.